Okay, so we're going to talk about like the posture you're taking on the lane
Mhm.
and around fights and objectives. Okay,
Okay,
because
sure.
your champion is a lot like Blitz, right? You're a
Mhm.
hook dependent champion, but you have other tools also.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So let's fast forward. Okay. So questions. Um.
Mhm.
Do you know when you reach level 2, right?
Yeah, one wave and three melee.
Okay. So over here, like it doesn't
Mhm.
matter if you are behind or not, but you always want
Mhm.
to like maintain like a straight line between you and the enemies without any minions in between. For example, if you are here, you're blocked by these two, so you're not a threat to Senna or Lucian. So
Mhm.
always like aim for these spots, right? So even if you're not fighting, you're doing you are making them think that you wanna fight, and maybe I don't know, you are like you are like being a threat, a real threat. It's like if you're here, you're nothing. You're a minion, right? Another thing is also try to draw a line, an imaginary line between the ADC and you, between the enemy bot lane also. So
Mhm.
I talk about this a lot. Think about a
Mhm.
triangle. If you want to attack, like if they want to attack anyone, Bane or Thresh, there will be a triangle in this way, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's because their range like overlaps, and in the
Mhm.
corner, um, their objective is like most likely to receive damage from both of them. So if you make a triangle like more like this, they will be
Mhm.
able to hit your ADC without you intervening. So
Yeah.
you don't want this. You don't
Yeah.
want it. And if you are like, if Senna is over here, you can be aggressive
Mhm.
because the triangle will form, right? So she can't do anything. So you don't
So
want
here,
to
should I have the?
expose. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Tell me.
okay.
You were saying something. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Just like I guess here, I thought we would just play a little farther back because it seemed like they were moving up on us, and I only had E.
Yeah, you want to
So
like maintain, stay back, but don't be too far back, so you don't like give them free CS, right? You want
Mhm.
to stay like at the edge of the range always, so you can
Okay.
decide
Yeah.
if you want to go in or go out.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that's the idea. Like, always try to be at the edge of the range. For example, here, it's fine to back off because main is backing off. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Let's see. And here you're just wandering around. They don't know
Mhm.
if you have E or not, if they are bad players. They can see that you have your flay available, but most of the player
Mhm.
doesn't notice that. So you can like go over here. So you're zoning them towards here, or go to the bush, and they will not stand in this area, right? So you want
Yeah.
to,
Just make them uncomfortable.
yeah, exactly, make them uncomfortable. I can't say this word. Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah.
um, yeah, so that's the idea. That goes the same with all the engaged supports.
Mhm.
Even with Lux, you can stay around these areas to thread a queue, and it's the same thing. So always try to make the opponent uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So over here, the same thing, right? You want to be standing here or here.
Mhm.
and also at the edge of the range. So they are making a mistake right here because they are pushing too fast. They should like hold the wave, so this way you are forced to go into them, right? That's the reason I told
So,
you to back off and let them push, because then you will be safe on the turret and will have
yeah.
an easier time. And if you land a hook on the turret, maybe you can get away with it. Okay, so here you see that is the same concept. You want to be here to thread the hook over there, or be here to force them to go there. You want to apply that every time, and
Right.
try to not like get too close with Bane, because they can get a Q on both of you. It goes the same way against AoE champions. So yeah, you don't want to clump up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you want to be here in these spots, or here, so you can thread maybe a hook like that. There, maybe a good opportunity to land a hook on Senna. Over there, or here, or here. That was an early, but I see the intention, so that's fine. Yeah. That was a really nice hook, and this
Thanks, man.
was it was like precise that you back off after landing your E, because you don't want to extend the trade, so Lucian gets in a good position. So I wanna review this again to explain you about the triangle thing. That Senna make a mistake right here. So see, you see how the line like between these two is getting like far away from each other.
Yeah.
So if you stand here or here, you make the triangle, and you can engage.
Right.
And Lucian can't do anything because he's out of range, right? So we're going to see this in slow-mo. So you see this,
He's far away, yeah.
and that was a very good hook. Now you fight, right? And before
Yeah.
he gets into you, you want to disengage, so you get a clean trade. So unfortunately, they reach level 3, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You get a lot of damage on Senna. So you did it fine. It's okay.
Okay.
You see that you're not posturing aggressively. Yeah. So let's fast forward. That's what I like. You see? You see how Senna backs off? That's what you want. Always.
Okay, yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right here you wanna aim for these spots. Always. Oh. Yeah, that was fine. So here we are in a tough decision, because the thing is, you're very low. Senna is dead, but the death timer is also very low as well.
Yeah.
So the thing you want right now is try to capitalize on your goal, right? So you can back to lane stronger. So the idea here is to help, like, pop your potion to don't, so you don't die to Lucian. And since you are 2v1, you have pressure, so he can walk up. And on that time, you wanna get the wave into turret, so you can recall and get a bounce. So that's the idea. And in this situation, you should like caution ping, Lucian, right? So Bane doesn't you're not incentivizing to aim for Lucian, and you want to ping with the blue one at the wave and the
So like
turret.
just like the generalized ping or the
Yeah, the general ping into the wave and the turret. So she gets the message that you wanna reset, right? Because it's a good
okay,
timing
yeah,
to reset right now if
yeah,
you manage to. So that's the idea. And now you should be spamming auto attacks on the minion, so you push as fast as possible before Senna came
yeah.
back.
Just don't care about taking the CS and just
Yeah,
take.
and it doesn't matter if you don't want to fight this guy, because if you fight him, you will have the wave in here, and you can get ganked by Talia anyways.
Yeah.
So if you think long term, getting the wave
Mhm.
under his turret is more valuable, and also you are denying him. You're like making him harder to last hit,
Yeah.
making him to the weight bounce, right? Making him lose time over here, and you have tempo to came back first at the lane, because he will want to reset as well. And since Senna is coming back from base, and
Mhm.
this guy is like half health, he will want to
Mhm.
reset, and Senna will be alone in lane. So then you can repeat and poke Senna, make her back off, and then Lucian will be alone, and so on, right?
Right.
So it's like a very good situation if you manage to crash this wave. So let's fast forward. So you see that you didn't pop your potion in time. So you
Yeah.
actually wanna pop your potion at the time you engage on Senna.
Right. Yeah, I have trouble with that sometimes.
Yeah. So
Just pop it
here,
immediately
pop
when
your
it's getting.
potion, and your health will
Mhm.
be your pot will be ticking, right?
Right.
So it's 150 health in the potion. Yeah. So if you wanna back right now, you don't pop it because you're gonna waste it. But if you wanna stay in lane and do something, and you need health,
Yeah.
you wanna pop your potion, right?
Mhm.
So that makes Lucian think you are 2v1 instead of 1v1 because you are too low, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And now we are stuck because we don't have HP. We have gold in our hands,
Yeah.
and we can't push because Talia is around and they are full health. So this is what we want to avoid. Here you wanna like stay out of range of her Q. Just go around here, and then if she walk in like in this way, he goes there, you can aim for a hook maybe.
Okay, yeah.
So this was very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you didn't get chunked in that spot, there will be like maybe a
We can
favor.
fight that.
Yeah, maybe, but we don't know now. So here,
Mhm.
I told you to stay because they were backing off, so you can get the XP, your charge, and
Mhm.
reset. Even though the wave will not be in a good spot, but if you stay, you will die. So, like,
I mean, either way, the weight will be in a bad spot,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You can like push this in time.
Okay.
So yeah, you wanna like auto attack this, so you can maybe get a crash.
Mhm.
Because every second you stay here, you incentivize
This
them to
minion.
like right now. Yeah, this is very bad because if they are smart enough, they can freeze this wave,
Yeah.
and they they force you to overextend, and you're a free gank, right? So here you see that well, they didn't freeze because they don't know
Hmm.
how to. And here you wanna do the try to crash this wave so it can reset. But for
Hmm.
that, I told you that you need vision, right? Because Talia was
Hmm.
around. So yeah,
Important to secure vision before
yeah,
crashing.
yeah. So this is good. Now here you can like either go here or here. Um, that depends on how much information you have. So yeah, remember that I told you you have had to zone him. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if he has vision here. You want to
Hmm.
walk up, make sure that Bane is like in the same line with you, and try to him to be uncomfortable. Right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So you want that like over here. This is fine, right?
Hmm.
But you're not committing into his range. You want to be outside of his range. So you don't
Right.
get like because Bane is too far away. If you land a hook or a knee, Bane cannot follow up. And here the same thing. You should be standing over here, no threat.
Mhm.
Um, if you get into the bush in a bush without vision, for example, if you stay here, for the enemy, you are staying here. So you are
Mhm.
expanding your zone of the champion, right?
Right.
Because they don't know where you are.
Right.
So that's why the bushes are so important.
Mhm.
You see, like you get out, he backs off, and you do the same thing. See, so you want to stay here and go
Yeah.
back and forth. Um, Another thing you wanna do to try to like to manage, in a way that you wanna confuse the enemy, is do fast clicks closer to your character, so you don't show your intentions. They don't know if you wanna go in or you wanna back off. So if you do this very quick, you're going
Mhm.
to confuse them, and they don't know what to do in this spot.
Okay. Yeah.
Always try to do fast clicks and closer to your champion.
Okay.
Have you seen any competitive play like recently?
I watch a fair amount of the LCS and LCK.
So you see that they always like moving far back and forth very quick.
Hmm.
That's why,
Yeah.
like back and forth and at the edge of the range, so
Hmm.
you can decide quickly what you wanna do.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward. Let's see this fight again. Let's see. So here, this is a mistake by Bane. You shouldn't be too far up because you're
Hmm.
here, right? You see that
Yeah.
your triangle is not in a good shape, and
Mhm.
Lucian can dash and get in range, so that's a mistake. But this pseudo smurfing guy, so here you're too far up. I mean, Bane can take the lantern, right?
Mhm.
But you can also like walk up and E towards them, so you slow them. This is like,
Do you think I should have walked? Do you think I should have? I guess here it's. I mean,
yeah, it's
the
fine, it's
advantage.
fine. But that I mean, what is he doing? I mean, what? I don't know what he's doing. Um,
I mean, I think, and then I mean, I should
uh,
have just flashed out, but
yeah, you're holding to your flash too much.
yeah.
Yeah. So fast forward.
I've played that differently, I guess.
Yeah. So here, this is a good timing to go over there and place a ward here, because they are both here. You have no
Mhm.
reason to stay in lane. You have free time.
Okay, yeah.
If you place a ward here, you can play more aggressively towards turret, because you're going to know if they're coming back or not, right?
Right.
You also get info about the jungler if he's around here. So this is a good opportunity to get a deep ward,
Hmm.
right? Okay. Yeah. So as you see, the blue is taken. You are here and back off, or here. You can get into.
Okay.
Okay. And this
Yeah.
way, this ward doesn't do anything. Or you can also maybe ward here, so you can get vision from here. Like, you know
Hmm.
if she's coming here, here, or backing off. But
Hmm.
place a ward anywhere, so you get some info, because
Hmm.
you're just you're indecisive, right?
Yeah. I wanted to place a ward up farther and then
Yeah, and then you have your camera like this, and you don't know what's
yeah.
going on here. So the
Like
priority is to, like, if you're not like influencing the situation right away, and you're in a dangerous situation,
mhm.
focus on getting safe to the situation that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Because here you were like
I
this,
could have
and
splashed here.
yeah.
Splash W.
Yeah, flash W, and or maybe what level? You were in CD on your ultimate, so yeah, you could like cancel Lucian's R with your E, maybe
Mhm.
also. Yeah. So you were tunneling on Bane, on try to saving Bane.
So,
Let's talk about zoning in Drakes.
mhm.
So you deal 73 damage on a Drake. Is that useful?
Not particularly.
No. What's the other way you can influence in this Drake? You can like
See, so the
either
two
tank.
ways would be either,
I mean,
yeah.
you can either tank if they need to, or you can
Mhm.
stay over here and threat Talia to back off, right?
Mhm.
So that's the thing.
Yeah. So if it was just me and the ADC doing it, then I would tank. But
Yeah,
since
this
they handle
was
themselves, it's
this was good. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You can shadow her here in case Irelia goes in. This is good. And now, here you wanna like go there, throw your W, so he can get back safely. But she's smurfing, so it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you land all of your abilities in that spot, because he's doing something wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why
Here I should just,
you click back. I don't know why.
yeah, I should have,
And here, you see that he's already
yeah,
dead. You W forward, so you get an assist.
just some extra gold. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't lose anything. If Irelia is here, you don't need your W, so it's fine.
Mhm.
Was she? No, I think she wasn't. Okay, this is a good word. You can also play a pink here. Think your pinks are like mini sweepers. So
Mhm.
sometimes you can use them to clear vision. Usually they work here when they don't have turrets, so you can try to place a ping here, reveal the wards, clear it, so they back off. Another good ward to place is over here, so you get access to all of these paths, right?
Mhm.
Another one is over here, outside of turret range, so the same idea, right? Um, Another one is here, the same thing, right? So you maintain the wave here, and if they come towards you, you know if they go to the sides, right? And this is a general thing, not only as a support, so you can apply it as in every role. This is what was
And
a
just
good E.
warding the entrances, yeah.
Here you can ward over here
Mhm.
if you have the opportunity. So you have protection from both sides. Yeah. And here what you can do is like, you see that your team is trying to take this turret and this turret, right? You're pressuring these both sides. So for the enemy perspective, this is their vision, right? You see?
Right.
So they want to know if you are going through this area. So
Mhm.
a good word to place is place a control word here, so you clear all this area.
Mm,
You
I
see?
see. Okay, yeah.
Place a word here or here to see if they are coming to defend one of the turrets. So you are
Mhm.
playing with them to make them go right or left. You do the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. And also, if they don't respect, you can hook.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is in this spot is like this. You see how you see?
Yeah. Shouldn't have been able to walk up there, yeah.
Yeah, I told you, but I think you didn't get the idea. But it's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they didn't work here, but it's fine. So if you place, I mean, you don't know if they warded here, right? You
Mhm.
don't know if they had vision. So if you place your ping, you will know. You will know if they did or not.
Mhm.
You can sum them in another way or in a safe way. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about your ultimate usage.
Mhm.
So you see that they are Talia is wanna commit right into you. So right here you are. So Talia
Mhm.
gets slowed and don't get passed through you. So
Yeah.
you are right away because you're running away. You use your R less like a terrain. Um, and you sum him off. And then if you see the opportunity, you can land a hook when they are slow and maybe get a combat.
Mm.
But this usage was too late. Was too late.
Yeah.
So this word is paying off. You see that if they push and back off, you will see if they are going to the sides or staying, right?
Mhm.
So that's the reason why. This vein, man.
Mhm.
Let's see what else. Okay, so remember that I told you to pick Baron. So
Mhm.
in this situation, at your level of play, like in your
Mhm.
Ilos, there will be a lot of situations like this where you wanna do an objective and they want to push. So the
Yeah.
way you
Yeah.
wanna approach this situation is like um think about what do you do if you three go here and these two stay here. You will be doing two things, but in a bad way. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if they are like, it's not safe to do both. So you don't want to move to the baron right away. You want to spam ping it and try to see if your team wanna go. And if they are going, you follow them. Like you want to incentivize as much as possible, right? Yeah. So here you move right away. That's not the move. You wanna like ping and like posture yourself to either go here or here, right? Don't full commit into the baron because you don't know how your
Okay.
team is going to react. And this is hard to explain because no one, I think, no one talks about this. You see? So you're not going
Mhm.
to take Baron in time and Bane 1 to 1v9 when she can't.
Mhm.
So the best play was like if they are staying, you're not going to do the Baron anyways. So the best play will be do something like go over here, clear all the vision, and if they come into you, you get a pick or something. If not, you are pressuring to back off from their jungle. You can steal this, you can pressure this turret, and you're contributing into any of the options. Like getting the vision in this area contributes to take this turret, baron, and jungle. So you're doing four
Right.
possible. You're opening your possibilities, right? So
Mhm.
you always try to play in a way that you have more options to do. Like don't fully commit
Right.
to one unless it's like for sure a good play, right? Because
Yeah.
there will be a lot of chaos in your elo, a lot like this. Yeah. So you didn't accomplish any of the two options, right?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So in these scenarios, you see that Bane is very stubborn. So
Mhm.
she only wants to go in and fight all day, and it's very hard to make a player to change that way of playing. So sometimes you wanna incentivize your team to go around Bane, right?
Okay.
So that way, if he doesn't come to you, you go to him, right?
Mhm. Okay. Sure.
Like it doesn't matter if he's playing wrong. I mean, not like applying pressure by himself.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep. So here I told you to pop this. So the reason is to like you pop this thing, and if makes a situation where if they hang around and a
Mhm.
fight breaks up, they won't have the option to use the blast cone to like enter the baron or get away. So you're denying options. It's like eating the honey fruit when you're full HP.
Mhm.
So you deny it from the enemy. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. I mean, the problem about this is you were too slow by doing the thing you was
Yeah.
doing. So yeah, you're taking too much time.
Yeah.
But okay. Um, yeah.
It's
And
but yeah.
now it breaks like now there is a situation similar to the one where we talk about this area, right?
Mhm.
Where you are doing like the dance between mid and bot. So you want to do the same thing, but with this area, right?
Mhm.
So they don't.
Both sides of that wall. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna deny this vision, so they back off from here. You wanna place a pink or sweep this area and place a normal
Mhm.
ward here, so they know that you are here and you're a threat. You're a menace to him.
I think all I had was a pink at that time.
Yeah,
Should I just have placed it on the outside then, like near the blast cone?
yeah, here or here. Like denying vision in this spot is more valuable than getting vision here
Okay.
because you're choking them,
Mhm.
right? Even though they didn't have vision, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if they did.
Yeah,
That was,
I mean, you will know
okay.
if they have it or not, and that makes you more confident in your plays.
Mhm.
So yeah, here you want to back off. You already got an
Mhm.
inhib. You want
Mhm.
to always ping your intention, always. You want to
Mhm.
fight. You think you have to think like like a captain of a team. You have to like lead the way to your team because that's the most you can do as a support.
Mhm.
Another thing, you don't max W second, max E. I think it's
Okay.
the best. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think maxing E second is the best option. Um, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I guess I've always maxed W just to get that shorter cooldown to try a little
Hmm.
more. But I could see E being more important too, in
Yeah.
terms of like
Yeah. So
slowing it has
yeah.
bigger slow.
Here is the same thing we talked about earlier about the R. Like
Hmm.
you see that you don't want to keep fighting, right? So you get
Yeah.
closer and you place your R and flash away, right away, like over here. R and flash away.
Or flash, yeah.
Yeah. So they are slowed and you get in time to back off. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, this is good. Okay. So now, look at the map, right?
Mhm.
And the current objectives are bottom turret, tier
Mhm.
2 top turret, and baron, right? So how we deal with this? So we see that our super smurfing Bane is bot, so we ignore her. And we want to secure this area. So we want to work here, here, try to clear these wards, usually. So they get sewn off, and we can get this turret. Then if we get this turret,
Mhm.
we want to do the same thing we did over here. I mean, we talked about it,
Mhm.
and use this area, right?
Yeah.
So you're making them to back off. Yeah. So that's the way you should approach these objectives.
Mhm.
And here, for example, there's something similar that you wanna like. You get a pick, right? That's great, and you want to do
Mhm.
Baron, so you spam ping, and you wait for a response. You wait to
Okay.
them to respond to your call, right? Because if you
Yeah.
go alone, you don't achieve anything, right? But
Yeah.
if you stay like over here, you have both options, or maybe three options, right? So you're not fully committed to the play. Right? You're waiting for your team
Would you say,
to, yeah. Tell me.
yeah. Would you say the right play here would be to do Baron, but if, since,
Yeah, the right
people are,
play here is do Baron, but to do Baron you can do it alone. You need your team. So that's why you don't walk up to the Baron,
yeah.
because if they don't come with you, you're not achieving
Mhm.
anything. So you want to stay
Yeah.
like hey, like throwing a hand to them, like giving you lending a hand to them, like
Mhm.
you know. So yeah. Yeah. So you wanna always try to expand your options. Try to stay in these spots, imaginary
Mhm.
spots where you have multiple options and are all beneficial to you. If you sound this
Mhm.
guy, it's beneficial.
Mhm.
If you stay here and I don't know. You hang around with your team is beneficial, and if you go Barney is beneficial. So you're doing more than one play at the same time.
Mhm.
So here you're not doing
Makes sense.
anything,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So here you see that your team commits, so you do as
Mhm.
well, and that's fine.
Mhm.
And here we repeat the process of the Drake, right?
Mhm.
We summon this guy by walking up. Just we don't do anything here, and you see these little things contribute into taking the Baron more easily.
Yeah.
It's like the posture you're making. Yeah. Uh, Here there's another situation that is interesting. So we talk about drakes, barons, the zoning or tanking, right? So it's the same thing with these turrets. So if you walk up, Lucian backs up, and you get a free turret, right? If you
Yeah.
clear this area, they will back up. If you get vision, they will know that you are here, so they will back up, right? I mean, walk back. I don't know. Um, you get the idea. So here, this is okay. This is fine, right? But here, I wouldn't like walk too far away
Of course.
because
Yeah.
if you get caught, like you're dead, right? They cannot back you up. So here,
Yeah.
you should like walk back
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
over here, not from the inside. You see? So
Hmm.
you were tunneling on the top side, and you didn't see these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So this was like you're already dead here,
Mhm.
yeah? Even though you aren't. But yeah,
I just
you're
have no health. So.
so now you are out of the fight and you can't contribute. So
Mhm.
that's the thing. Even though you don't die, the only difference is that you don't get a dead timer and you don't get gold. That's the only difference. But you're theoretical, like in theory, you're dead over there. You died.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and you are encouraging the enemy team to fight because you're not in there, right? So you wanna like always you don't to necessarily fight or you don't need to kill someone to make them act like if they were there, right?
Mhm.
You can chunk them out like they did with you, um, and you
Mhm.
will not be able to do anything. So here, let's see. So Drake is coming up, and you don't have too much backup, and you know that all their team is here. So
Yeah.
you wanna pretend that all your team is over here by walking up,
Mhm.
but not committing. So Senna
Mhm.
gets back. So you're doing some kind of mind games, right?
Or yeah.
So over here is fine,
Mhm.
and always try to read their movements. Like there's a lot of like not verbal communication here. It's like more like it's like body language. You
Mhm.
see? So here, you see? Because imagine this. Let's see their perspective, okay? This is their perspective. So imagine you're Senna, okay? And you see
Mhm.
a Thresh walking out of vision so aggressively. What do you do?
Run away.
Run away, right? But what if she engaged on you? You don't have your teammates.
Yeah.
So you're faking here. You wanna fake
So, yeah.
and say, well, I'm alone. Bye bye. And so you trick them.
Mhm.
Because think about it. If you take the fight, it's bad. But if you
Yeah.
make them think that your fight is favorable, you win.
Yeah. I didn't need to Stop and throw out a hook. Yeah.
Yeah. So you want them to back off, like get away, get away. It's like doing the like throwing your W backwards when you're not getting ganked, so they run away.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's the same concept. So you make them think that you have backup, but in reality you don't. And if they don't back up, that will mean that either they don't respect you or they have vision of your team.
Mhm.
Yep. So a lot of deaths in this game were because I mean usually one death means that you're going to die again soon. Like for example, when you died against Senna, you get like a very bad timer reset, and when you get back, all your team is dead, so you can't do anything. So that's why you don't want to die in the first place, because it's not about
Yeah.
dying. The most important thing is about like you can do anything in the map when you're dead, and that makes your team, I mean the enemy team, do things. You will be
Yeah.
out of synchrony with your team. So,
Hmm.
yep, that's the most important thing. It's not dying itself. It's like playing dodgeball when you get kicked out of the field.
Hmm.
You can do anything. The same thing. Yeah. Here the game is just doomed. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So basically, your posturing as a hook champion is so important in these games because you
Hmm.
make the enemy uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. I can't say the word.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you make the situation unsafe for them. Let's call it that way. So yeah,
Yeah.
you wanna always try to make them think that you are strong. Always try to fake things. That's the way you wanna play these champions. Okay, and
Yeah.
always try to incentivize your team and stand in a way
Hmm.
where you have the multiple paths to take. Right. Um.
Right.
Let's open up map rift very quick. Oh no, let's watch a quick bot. Do you have time for
Hmm.
a quick like
Yeah.
high elo replay? It will take like
Yeah.
5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
let's say Thresh support challenger. Let's use. I think this will be a good one. Can you see, right? Okay, so this is Varus Thresh and Jin Blitzcrank. It doesn't matter the patch. We are going to focus on the gameplay.
Hmm.
Let's see the laning phase. Okay, so let's see. See how Blitzcrank is posturing. You see that he's controlling the bushes, and when he fails the hook, he goes forward, right? Because
Right.
he's not a threat, right? Even though you don't necessarily want to fight or need to fight, I mean, you're posturing so they can play aggressively.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So you see, he's tried to like making making room here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a very intense bot lane. I think this is Korea Challenger.
Hmm. Oh.
Yeah. So now, let's think about the game you just did, like you just played.
Mhm.
You see that there is a similar situation. They are dead, and you have your wave here, right? So what do you do right now?
I mean, I think
What would you like?
I would ask if I was in Challenger, maybe like ask the jungler to help push out the wave.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you want to push the wave, okay? That's the idea,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's what I want you to think about. You want to crash the wave so you can get a recall, right?
Yeah.
So even in challengers, some junglers don't help. So
But
here you
it
see
would have been the
that,
best thing.
yeah. So you see that Thresh is constantly auto attacking,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of super that don't do these things. And it's so simple because they say like, no, my ADC is going to flame me because I'm taking him his CS, but you are
Mhm.
doing him a favor.
Mhm.
And now since you don't have nothing to do, a fight breaks up and he's trying to like do something here. So yeah, he
That was a
gets
nice play. Yeah.
it was a very good reset.
Hmm.
And see, look at this, look at this. This is another thing you can implement. See how he's not going straight to bot lane? He's going toward here.
Hmm.
So why do he does that? Is because open ups options. He can
Hmm.
either go mid or bot, and it wouldn't
Hmm.
matter too much because the time to go to bot is the same thing from here. So in just in case something happens around the map, he can act.
Hmm.
Like it gives him the option to. You see?
Yeah, that makes sense. Why did he get a sweeper so early?
Oh, that's because I mean there are situations where you will get more value from denying vision over taking vision on the enemy, right?
Hmm.
But that's more advanced in my opinion because changing your trinket so early, um, I think it's more complex. I mean, if you change to sweeper, you usually want to play more aggressively.
Hmm.
You know, try to deny them the vision because if you get your sweeper and you're not winning, you're not getting any value.
Right.
You know?
Hmm.
Nice.
I guess how could he walk up like that? Like,
So you wanna see like what happened before he died. So here you see, I mean, so this fight breaks up, and Graves. Look at Graves. This is Halo, so maybe it won't apply to you, but you see that Graves is pathing towards top.
yeah.
So Thresh knows that Graves isn't around, and he's measuring, always measuring if they can win a 2v2, right?
Right.
And to take that like decision, he factor in the summoners they have because they time it and all of those things. So he knows that they are stronger than Blitz and Jin, right? So that's why he has the confidence that Graves is not around, so he can fight 2v2. And if he thinks he can win a 2v2, he will take the fight. Why not, right? It's not like it's something like you feel in game. like you feel when you're strong, and
Hmm.
that's by experience.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're not a calculator calculating the damage all the time. You just feel the damage, right? And here is the same thing. You see, you get a kill and you help to push, right? So because
Yeah.
if you stay, you don't achieve anything. You get a clean reset or a roam timer, or you get options, right? You can get a lot of options by doing this. Here you see that, for example, here Varus is backing up, so he instead of backing up, he's trying to make a play and use his health bar and remaining mana as a resource. It doesn't matter if he lose HP or mana over here because he will back anyway, right?
Hmm.
So he tried to do a play over here. And since the wave is going to bounce, he don't he Varus can hold the wave, like can
Hmm.
receive it. He can do something around the map in the meantime.
Right. That's tough.
And
Yeah.
Jin and Blitz are like stuck because if they don't push, Varus can freeze. So he's winning anyway,
Hmm.
right? So in this situation, you're like an utility jungler, basically.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, that was a nice top punch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter if he dies, if the fight is successful. Yeah.
Mm.
But usually you don't wanna die
Yeah.
in your level. You see the posturing? Look at this.
Hmm.
Like he's like um s-
Trying.
like saying to them, "I wanna fight. I'm strong."
Who's trying to bait the Graves to go on him?
Yeah. I mean, it went very wrong, but the idea is
Hmm.
like try to waste the jungler's time.
Yeah.
So here the same thing. He goes out of base. And he don't go straight to bot. You see that Blitzcrank is doing the same thing. They are very
Yeah.
active in the map.
Hmm.
But this is because it's higher elo. In your elos, it will matter. I mean, the laning phase is much more important.
Hmm.
You can punish a lot more because in these elos, people know to play around the map. That's why. So yeah, that's why I wanted to show you about the laning phase
Okay. Yeah.
mostly. So yeah, do you
That's
have
helpful.
do you have like any other questions you would like to like ask?
I guess. Um. I guess just straight up. So if we lose bot lane and lose the turret,
Mm-hmm.
is it best just to rotate mid and usually, or just kind of like
Um,
let your
usually
like in general?
I will say usually if your ADC is too bad, usually you want to like rush mobs and run around the map. Try to do some plays because if you stay in bot, you're not achieving anything, right?
Or
Like
yeah.
like the thing I will be concerned about is like getting down in levels. So I will
Hmm.
try to like use my charges on the support item and then
Hmm.
like try to fix the wave and perma roam.
Okay, yeah.
So you
That
don't
makes
get
sense. Yeah.
behind you don't get behind in levels. Yeah, I try to soak XP,
Mhm.
get your gold from your thing and get
Mhm.
away. You wanna avoid the other laners.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was super helpful. Thank you for spending so much time.
Yeah.
I think part of that game was just I feel like I'm glad like we got to talk about a lot of those things with like warding and
Mm.
positioning.
Mm.
or just like sometimes I guess talking with someone and playing is not something I'm very good at. So I feel like I could have played a lot better personally. Um, it's just, but yeah, I think it went. I'm glad like we could talk about those things at least.
Thanks. It means a lot,
So thank you
actually.
so much for your help. Yeah,
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
it.
problem. So
Um,
yeah, I hope it was helpful. Take care, man.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, I guess maybe have another session later
Yeah,
sometime, but
I mean, if you
but
want another session, I will like try to apply these things in your games, so you get used to it. And maybe in a week or so, you
yeah,
can think about another session if you like.
that sounds good. Yeah. I guess would it be possible if like I don't know, either looking over a replay most of the time rather than
Yeah, yeah,
like talking and playing at the same time? Because I feel like that might be like better
yeah,
for
sure.
my uh,
Yeah,
concentration or whatever.
yeah, of course.
Cool. Yeah, thank you again. But probably head off now, get some breakfast and
Yeah,
get to class.
take care, man.
Yeah.